Hi! I'm at Winter's End with Valhalla Awaits, and they're from South Wales.
We are.
So I'm really pleased to meet you. I haven't met you before, I haven't seen you before, and you were fantastic this evening.
Thank you.
And what I'm most excited about actually is the fact that we've got backstage. Because, you know, my other interviews have been on a stairwell, which has got its merits, of course, but it's not as good as having a sofa to sit on.
Trust in Valhalla Awaits and sort it out.
You did, you sorted us out, and I'm very, very grateful for that.
You can see how exciting it is at backstage.
It's incredibly exciting.
There's a
I
lot
mean,
of people
what's
waiting.
that over there? A slot machine or something?
It don't work.
Doesn't work, okay.
Yeah, a lot of people always like,
Just for
is this sex,
decoration.
drugs and rock and roll? We're like, it's nothing like that. And they never believe us, but here's the proof. This is
Now,
what it's like.
Tell us about the name of the band. What is it? What does it mean?
It's,
Snoz,
we
great.
kind of have the mindset of when
Lean in, please.
When we play gigs and write music, just like when the Vikings, when they used to go to war.
Oh, right. I've got some Viking blood, apparently.
Oh,
I'm really
nice
into
one.
genealogy.
In a
so.
little vial or
in
somewhere?
my body, I think.
Selling it, or are you pushing? I don't know what's going on. No, it's the thing of when a Viking would go to war.
Yeah.
If they went to war and they fought for their clan, their tribe, or what have you. If they died, they would go. The ultimate sacrifice of them, they would be in Valhalla. They would be. That's the best thing.
Oh, I've not heard of that before.
They would go, and it's the honour of fighting.
So it was Valhalla.
It's that. But then, if they came back, if they survived the battle and came back,
Yeah.
they would be treated like a god. So it's like coming back, you know, personally.
So that's where it's from.
Me personally, this is what when we write music, when we play gigs and stuff, we'll go on. If people like us, if we're adored. That's our personal fan. If they
Very
don't like
nice,
us,
I like that.
If they don't like us, then we come off. We've had a good time.
Have you ever thought of dressing up as Vikings for any of your shows?
Pardon?
Have you ever thought of dressing as a Viking for your shows?
No.
We're Celts, I mean.
A lot of people
Right.
think that we're going to be like a Viking metal band, but we're nothing of the sort. Like,
No, you're not.
It's more around what's not around that meaning of like this
Yeah.
glory and death of going to war, and it's just that's for us.
Yeah,
When
I
we go on
hope you don't
stage,
see gigs as, glory and death.
no, but like I
There's
said, the
nothing
boys
bad
in
happens
there,
to you on
basically a
stage.
mentality
We
of a
didn't
Viking.
I
see
fell off a couple of times. But no, it's that kind of feeling before playing of how
Okay.
wound up you get and how into you get. It's after just going up there and just putting yourself out there for everyone, and
Okay.
hopefully it goes well.
Well, it did this evening, so it's obviously worked for you. So what else have you got coming up? Is there anything else coming up?
We've got Steelhouse Festival in Wales.
Oh, okay.
In July.
July
We're on the Friday, we're
We've got
opening the
2
festival.
shows in Cardiff coming up, with one with Florence Black.
Yeah.
That'll be a nice
and one
show.
with Reef.
So did you know Florence Black already?
Yeah.
We've played with them previously, and they're all local boys to us. So
Yeah, I was going to say, they must be down the road for
They were quite
you.
young as well, like, so
Yeah.
we've seen them rise up, I guess.
There's,
Just Merthyr Massive, isn't it?
it's quite good at the moment. There's an insurgence of Welsh bands. And
There are, and I've been writing about that for a while. There's definitely a wealth of talent in Wales that's just bursting to get out.
100%.
Yeah.
When Snoz was in the Blackout years ago, there was a group of bands that like come up together. It seems to be happening again, and
Yeah.
we're just happy to be part of that, really.
Yeah.
There's definitely a buzz in Wales at the moment with bands, and it's incredible at the moment. Like the talent that's coming out of Wales.
It's immense.
It
isn't
is
it?
like
It really is.
I'd like to think that we are a part of it, and
We still got the metal pioneers and stuff like Butterfly Valentine and bands like that.
Yeah.
Mutual Friend are back there now, but this whole new scene is not. I'm guessing it's a bit of a different scene to what that is.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? You could class those out as Kerrang bands, I guess.
Yeah.
Doing that, but this whole different scene now it's different again.
Yeah.
All the bands are different, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. It's what we want, isn't it?
Yeah? How long have you been together as a band?
6.5 weeks.
I'm gonna let this fella just answer something, because you've been very quiet.
Oh, don't ask me.
Come on. I know you're just desperate to say something. I can tell.
He's
I
the
actually
licensed
don't know when
owner.
the band started, because it was you two jamming for a while. Was it like a year or two?
Have they not filled you in on the details?
No,
No, I jumped on
he
board
just
later.
turns up, plays bass, and he's happy.
I'm happy doing that.
Yeah, probably.
I think it was 2016.
No, 2017 I think was when we started.
But
jamming,
it's,
and then
it's a strange one, isn't it? We didn't really start. I think me and Snoz talked about it for years. It kind of happened, and we just started jamming. Then When did it actually start rolling? And then when did Andrew actually
And we
join?
came in 2019,
Yeah, so
Yeah, and then we had lockdown.
Right before
so
lockdown.
yeah, we didn't even.
Great timing.
Yeah.
2 shows, didn't we? We played a show with Florence Black, and then we played a show with Swansea.
Yeah,
and then that was in the December 2019, and then everything shut down.
It's a quite a new band.
It's a new band.
we are a new band.
Tell
How have
everyone
you
it's a new
found
band.
it, getting it
Yeah.
out there? Have you found it difficult, easy?
not really.
How's it been?
Yeah.
Different?
Found it different from...
Different to what you expected?
Yeah,
or?
it's different from what we used to do it before. Because
Right.
we've all been in bands before. And then obviously having a little bit of time off and coming back to it, it's like, this is a bit different now. Because when I first started playing shows, you could play anywhere. There was people putting gigs on left, right, centre.
Yeah.
And now it's more centred towards the bigger towns and cities, isn't it? And you don't have many like little small gigs now. So
Well, I guess there's not as many venues,
No,
you know,
no, of course.
shutting down and things.
I think when us three started it as well, it was kind of, you just played and played and played. Now there's social media, different aspects you've got to do and different things. So we're learning about that, and we're lucky enough that we got some guys helping us to do that. But it is a different world. We just want to get out and play now and get back into it.
I thought it was quite clued up on the social media aspect and stuff, but
I
As
know.
long as one of
Turns
you
out they ain't.
is,
Yeah.
that's all. You need
Until this
somebody
band
to...
started, we were like,
Yeah.
what?
I got a Facebook and a Twitter.
Algorithms? What are they?
And a MySpace. What are they?
Yeah.
Releases, singles, albums, what have you got?
Just released a single now called
Right.
Skin and Bone.
Okay.
We're looking to get a new EP out soon. Not really sure when a date for that is.
It's going to be soon. It's ready. It's there.
Just finding the right date to get it out now.
Have you got a name for it?
It's the Reckoning, isn't it?
The Reckoning. Yeah, just the Reckoning.
Just reckoning. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not there.
Yeah. We released one EP, didn't we?
There's one already out.
Condemned.
Also,
Condemned was our first EP, wasn't it? And then
So we've got a Reckoning coming out after that. We're thinking
Reckoning
then-
Condemned. It does sound a bit death metal, actually.
that's the
no,
song
no.
we want to
Definitely
give
not
up.
that. Definitely not that. Be more concerned about what pop and crisps we got and then
Actually, you can tell by your band logo. It's really easy to read, so you know straight away it's not
It's
going
no
to
point.
be.
It doesn't look like
It's not pointy.
1,400 dead
thing.
spiders on the page. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serious question, guys. If you could change anything about the music industry, what would it be?
bands should get paid what they're worth.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if bands were paid, then they could make a living out of it instead of working a job and then trying to scrimp by, innit?
It's the old streaming thing, I think, as well, in it. Streaming.
It's killed it,
Nothing
but it's
against-
part of it. It is what it is.
We've got to move with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Bands have got to move with the times now, but I mean, what you just said is the nail in the coffin, like
You've got Boyo from
amazing.
Spotify. Yeah, was he a multi-billionaire?
Daniel Eck.
Yeah, multi-billionaire. He's got that money now
Yeah.
off the back of millions and millions of bands put in lots of hard work. Like we could go somewhere now and we'd spend thousands of pounds recording an album, putting loads of hard work into it and all this, and then we'll get 0.0000037 of a pence for every time it's played, which is
What are you going to spend it on, guys?
ridiculous. It's mental.
But you need to be on there as well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's just part of a machine.
Yeah, something
It
that
is
you
what
have
it is. You've
to
got to,
do.
yeah.
Double-edged sword it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be honest.
Something that I've been discussing on Twitter recently is about merch sales at gigs and festivals. How does that work? Does the promoter take a percentage of your profit, of what you make, or your gross?
Depends.
You know,
It all depends.
how does it work?
depends.
Does it vary from?
I think if a lot of festivals,
Yeah.
they take a high percentage
commission,
just because there's people who are selling them. So you've got someone
So
selling
they're
them for
basically
you.
selling it for you.
Yeah.
But do you have a choice as to whether that happens? I mean, do they say
Not
you
a
can
lot-
bring
lot
your
of
own merch person, or do it yourself, as most bands do,
No, I
or
think-
we'll provide somebody at a fee?
I think in the bigger
So-
festivals,
Yeah.
there's people there selling it. I think
Yeah.
the smaller festivals, sometimes you can have your own merch, like you sell it yourself.
That's the thing, and it's so multifaceted. It depends. Like today, we've been out and Andrew's been there, and he sold out all our merch. Really
Well
good,
done.
you know. So
Yeah, you
Well
had
done
one
you.
t-shirt and we sold it.
no,
Stuck on the wall it was.
he's looking for, he's trying to get commission on it, but he's not having it. But then
Finder's fee.
you play with certain bands. Then, like I remember in Voca, I played with Ozzy Osbourne, and they sold it for us, and they took a commission, which was great.
Yeah.
But they sell in the t-shirts at a certain price, and it works different in a different setting. So it's really about kind of for bands now. It's that touring aspect, selling merch, getting different things in, and that's what
Yeah.
makes the revenue. You've got to be out there playing to do it.
Some venues as well, around UK. You've got to have you can't have anyone there to sell your merch for you,
Right.
and you've got to sell it yourself, but they still take 25%.
Yeah, this is what I've
So
been
this is why some
discussing on
shirts now
Twitter.
are massively
That's
increased.
cheap.
It's wrong.
But it's the thing.
Well, how do they justify
It's
that?
because you're in their venue, so you.
Because you're
they're
in their venue,
yeah.
but you're bringing in the punters.
Yeah. But,
So you're
but
putting the bums on seats because you're playing there.
They can afford to do it. So you could
Do any bands
realistically
complain?
go outside
Do
and
they-
sell your shirts outside.
Yeah,
Me?
across the road. This is what
I
I've
think
heard about.
that's
I know
where
a
it
lot
gets
of
to a
those guys
point.
who are quite lazy wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
They don't want to sell them anyway.
I think that's where it gets to a point where when you become the person who's bringing in so much revenue for them,
Yeah.
then you have a say in it. You know, so
But until then, you're ours. We owe you. You
You'd
do
have
what
to
we
win,
tell
yeah.
you.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Life of a musician, eh?
Yeah, some venues.
Not easy.
Some
What
venues charge
are you doing?
Some
What are you doing with your life, guys?
some venues charge nearly half.
Yeah.
So like nearly 50%, 45,
Oh my
40,
god.
45%.
It is the venues or the promoter?
We'll avoid them.
It'd be mostly venues.
The venues.
Yeah. And then
What,
some-
like the arenas and the bigger ones, the arenas and...
There's some record labels as well now. Some bands get offered a deal, they offer them something called a 360 deal. So whereas back in the day, the glory days, you'd get like a nice advance and you could make an album out of it and perhaps, buy yourself a car or
Like
a house.
a 360 deal basically involves everything. So your merchandise, your gigs,
The
label is
take a
involved
cut
in
of
every single bit of it.
thing. Every gig ticket you sell, every
Everything.
t-shirt, every whatever.
Okay, I've not heard of this before.
Every gig you play,
Yeah.
Right.
percentage of that.
And this is the labels that do that.
Yeah,
labels,
because
they
they're
take
trying to make money because
they
they don't
are,
make
yeah.
money from selling albums anymore. That's their way of making it.
Try to find
So
another way.
they'll take the money before you pay the taxes up. So the big lumps up.
Got it.
Is that net?
A gross.
Gross. So
Taking
they
the
take it
gross.
from gross.
Yeah.
So when you pay the taxes,
you get it from net. There's
Thank God.
there is an introduction now with NFTs and things as well, where I think that's
Yeah.
going to change a lot.
NFTs is something else.
Yeah, so but I think that's going to change the way music is spread out. And, yeah. No, that's an all different conversation.
I think we're going to leave it there
Yeah.
before we get into
Yeah, I don't
NFTs,
know.
NFTs and cryptocurrency. It's been great having a chat with you guys. Thanks for bringing us to this luxury that is the backstage area.
No problem.
And I look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Guys,
Thanks for having us.
check
Thank
them
you.
out. Okay,
Thank you for having
they're
us.
really
That's
good. Really enjoyed your set. So,
So
thank you.
thank you.
Cheers.